Yo, 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 ¿qué pasó?
It's me, Tiffany, and my babe, Renee, and welcome to another episode of
Marriage
Marriage
Mondays. Come on, y'all. Now, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
How
what's
we
happening
doing?
tonight, guys?
Uh, just
Glad you
like
guys
that.
could tune in tonight on Marriage Monday. Want to welcome you guys in this evening.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, we got some good stuff for you guys tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Mom, love you. How you doing?
Number two, mom.
Doing good.
Yeah. Hey, let's see if we can get a couple people on here. But look, man, tonight is a special edition, man. Special edition. What more could it be better than bringing our true life, like our true lives, what is going on present in our lives? We're gonna bring it tonight, man. But we're gonna do a little recap, and I'm gonna let my beautiful wifey
Yes.
Tiffany.
All right. So last week, if you missed out, we talked about what is a great recipe for a great marriage. So
Happiness,
a
yeah.
happy marriage at that, right? We talked about all the ingredients, the necessary ingredients that you need to put into the recipe and how you needed to add it in at the right time,
Yeah,
the right measurements,
yeah.
cooking it on the right setting of the heat and temperature and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we had some really good points
Yeah.
on the ingredients on there just to sum it up. Sometimes you can add a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Maybe you're over hovering in an area when you shouldn't be hovering over. You just need to let your spouse breathe a little bit, and
Yeah.
We have to make sure we're adding the amount that we need to,
Yeah.
at the right time, because
Yeah.
we talked about,
Wrong
for
butters,
instance, wrong butters, things like that. For
Yeah.
instance, if he was angry or something, I knew, okay, I need to stand off for a little bit, let him cool down, or maybe I need to cool down, and then I can come back and we can talk about our problem and resolve it. So,
Yeah.
If you missed out, I encourage you to go back, look at it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I tell you what, man, we're in the place to be, man. Then right here, Marriage Mondays, man. I'm telling you, hey, man, just thanks for tuning in. But check it out, we're not gonna take much of y'all's time, man. We're gonna go right through it, man. Because look, it has our lives, man. Look, our lives have really been tossed upside down.
Yes.
How many of y'all's lives right now can actually say, hey, man, that's me?
Right.
Like I've had some stuff go on in the last week and two, and it feels like it's just piling up. Mm-hmm. Stuff is just piling up, and I'm not talking about bills, man.
Right.
I'm not talking about bills,
real
man.
life stuff.
Yeah. So it's the topic is what you're gonna do. Yeah. What you gonna do when seizures hit your family, like for real. This is the things that y'all know that Tiffany and I have been talking about in the Marriage Mondays. Our life's journey, the sicknesses that hit our homes, and what the times that death almost happened in our marriage, right? And just to fast forward right now, like we're going through some difficult times, man. And the only one that we're gonna touch on tonight, which is dear to me, man, and I'm gonna try to do this without crying, okay?
Bear with us. Bear with us. It's a very emotional time for us right now.
Yeah. As y'all know, we love pets, and also, our pets, we try to, I ain't gonna lie, we try to breed and we try to make little extra money on the side and stuff because, hey, one job just doesn't cut it. And I want to touch the hearts of people that are looking for extra income and what to do next when stuff happens. when stuff fails, when um, you're like, oh my God, what am I to do like right now? And so I just want to touch y'all's hearts, man, because it can be very tough. It can be very depressing. It can be very stressing. It can be very overwhelming with
Yes.
an emotional roller coaster ride, man. And tonight, I just asked the Lord just to take over. You know, I asked the Lord just to open y'all's hearts and y'all's minds right now, and kind of open your situation up in this next 30, 45 minutes, man. Because look, I just know that our message tonight it's gonna hit home tonight, and we're just gonna bring it straight. I mean, straight to the platform tonight, and hoping that tonight will actually pierce y'all's heart, man. So just give into it. So look, we do mechanic by nature, babes. Hey man,
Jack of all trades.
I wish I was in Babe's spot, man, where get to stay home, you know, and just
No,
do
you
home
don't.
stuff, you know
No,
what I'm saying?
you don't. Because
And,
whenever you're home, you don't want to do the necessary stuff that needs to be done.
yeah,
You want to do what
come
old
on.
Remy Babe wants to do.
Yeah.
So if you stayed at home, a lot of
Woo.
things would not get done.
Would not get done, man, for real, man. So yeah. So she's housewife, you know, she stays home doing all the house stuff, and I'm out there in the mechanic by trade, you know, just helping running a mechanic shop out there in Louisville and stuff. And on the side, we do extra stuff, man. We do mobile mechanic work, you know, when the community needs their car fixed and stuff like that. That's another way of us making that extra income. An extra income for Tiffany. She likes to make crafts. She does earrings. She does shirts. She does a lot of stuff, man. Resin work, and it just we have to come to a place in our lives that we just need extra money. And so one of the ways we I'm gonna put it out there, we breed bulldogs. And we started this about almost 5 years ago, man. And just put her picture up there. We're gonna talk about Miss Gracie Bell tonight. Miss Gracie Bell, you know, she was in our family, man, for almost 5 years, and just here recently we bred her, and she gave birth to 10 puppies, huh? And that same day, guys, that same day, uh, getting her home after coming from the vet clinic after delivering her puppies and whatnot. Lost one during the delivery. Got her and the puppies home. I went back to work for a few hours. Came home. I got off at 6. I was home by 6:30. Uh, at that time, she was up moving around like normal. This was her third time being bred and having puppies, right? And so she was up moving around and everything, man. And she fed her pups and everything. And all of a sudden, man, she started going down, bro. I'm like real quick, man. And so, we started getting with her. We started comforting her like we always do, because after after a C-section, women, we know that we're definitely in some pain, right? And so she had a C-section and all, and so we thought she was in pain, and we're comforting her and everything. As we're comforting her, she's going through what I know as it is right now. She was passing on to the other side, but during this time, everything went through a rush, and I was on the phone with the veterinary that performed the C-section with Gracie Bell, and she's telling me I got to see her. She's got to come. Something's going on. I said, yes, ma'am. Something going on, but you're an hour and a half away. Her vet was an hour and a half away, and she said she's not gonna make it to me. You got to get her to a vet that's there, emergency vet. Like you got to get her there quick. So I hung up with her. We started fumbling through Google to trying to trying to find a veterinarian that was open 24-hour emergency. Well, guys, during that calling and all of that, it happened so quick. She faded out, and yeah.
Yep. Oh, Gracie Bell. Yeah. She left us.
She left her with
left
puppies.
us with 9 puppies at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
The runt, unfortunately, didn't make it. Made it one night, and then the next night just couldn't, hang on. That's okay, but we had to face it.
Yeah.
We had to face what was going on at that moment because emotions were rising. We had already been going through another situation that we don't want to get into right now. And so we just had to face reality and say like, man, what are we going to do now? Like we could have threw our hands up, just gave up, whatever.
Yeah.
But we had 9 puppies to be thinking about at that moment.
Right.
9 puppies. We had to jump into action. We had to, just what was the next step? Of course, we had to go get formula. We had to go get baby bottles. We had to jump into action and do what we needed to do for the puppies. We couldn't let our emotions get into the way at that moment.
Yeah.
As hard as it was, because Gracie Bell meant such a big part to our family,
Mm-hmm.
for all of us, even down to the grandkids. And she even touched many more lives than that because, she would go get bathed at my daughter's job and everybody there loved her at Petco. All the groomers, all the workers, anybody that seen Gracie Bell, they loved her to death.
Yeah.
And she loved them. She was just a lovable dog. Anybody give her scratches, she gonna love you.
Yes. We're here tonight, guys, and to let y'all know that it's tough. It's tough when certain things happen in life, but it's life. And so death will hit your home. In this instance, it hit with this is our extra money. This is our how we get around, trying to build a little cushion, and trying to have a good lifestyle. And through this, we put all our hearts into it. We put our hard-earned money to it because guys, it takes money to make money. We have to understand that it takes money to make money. And so you just don't have the dog there, doing nothing. That dog is very involved. Gracie Bell was very involved. Everywhere we went, she went. She loved taking car rides. She loved eating ice cream, cake. I mean, and it's crazy because I know a lot of bulldog owners, and they wouldn't have treated their dog like the way I've treated her. Giving her stuff, testing the boundaries of her gut and stuff like that, and you just grow to love the dog. And tonight we want to talk about just some ways to uplift you and to start somewhere. And Tiffany said the first thing we have to do is we had to literally face it. We had to face that she has 8 puppies that are squirming around, yelling for milk and yelling because they need to use the restroom and stuff. And yes, does it hurt? It does. Do we wonder what could have been, should have been, all of this? Yes, we do. But the first thing to go through the process, guys, through whatever you're going through, look, in the marriage too, separation can happen. It happened in our marriage. What what are we going to do? What are we going to do? When it happens, we have to face it. It happened.
You have to face it. Like, you have to stare at it dead in its face. Face that situation head on.
Yes.
Because if you don't, what's going to happen? It's going to keep coming around and around again.
Yeah.
You got to face that situation right then and there and stare at it and be like, look, sucker.
Yeah.
Whatever circumstance this is right now, I'm facing you.
Yeah.
I'm headbutting you right now.
Right.
Let's go toe to toe.
Right.
Because if not, you're not going to get nowhere.
Yeah.
You're going to let the distractions get you, like.
Right. Yeah. Just like this, we want to point this out too, is that we didn't throw none of her stuff away. All her stuff is still here. Leashes, dog food, toys, like everything. And so I want to kind of make you understand something. I told my wife this. I said, look, her stuff is still around. We can do one or two things, guys. We're gonna cry because we miss her, right? We're gonna cry. But how are we going to act on it? What are we going to think? For instance, I see her toys around, her leash. Her leash is by my keys all the time, right? Whoa. When I walk by her leash, I drop a tear. But is it a tear of joy and happiness? Or is it tears of pain and suffering? Oh my gosh, she's gone. Oh my gosh, she left us with 8 puppies to take care of. Oh my God, are they going to survive? Oh my God, Gracie Bell, you're gone. What are we going to do? I told my wife, I said, look, her stuff is around for a reason. And I can't make this up, guys. The other morning, I heard her scurrying through my hallway. Like, because she knew when we got up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, and sometimes she'd be under our bed.
She knew she wasn't supposed to be under there.
Somehow in the middle of the night, guys, she'd come from the living room and go to up under our bed, and we could feel her, And I swear, I heard her scurrying off like, I better get out of here. Daddy's coming. Daddy's up. He's going to go to the restroom, I took it and I told my wife, I said, look, as we see her stuff around, she's still around by spirit, man. She's still around by spirit. And look, I want y'all to take it to a different level where the human mind will act on real quickly to get in a depressive mode. And the mindset that it depresses you. And you start to get so depressed, it stresses you out. And now you're distracted from everything else. We have to understand, guys, that things happen in life, but it's also a tool that the enemy uses to distract you from what's up ahead. We don't have time to be crying and stuff like that, mulling over her death. We have 8 puppies that we need to raise up.
And it's like having newborns.
Yes.
Like, literally, you have to be every 2 hours on the clock, make them use the restroom, help them, do all that stuff, feed them.
We had to face it. My son, he took over the night shift because dad has to work and mom has to get up with dad in the morning. He took over the night shift. So right now he's asleep. You know, when we get done about 10:30, we wake him up and he starts the night shift. We get to go to bed. And then it's just clockwork, clockwork. And there's no stinking time to be arguing about who's going to stay up at night, who's going to feed,
who's going to do this, who's going to do that. Yeah. We just know we have to stick together. We were all in it. And this was a little family business that we decided we were going to get into. Right. And we were all in it, so we all have to put in where we could put in, and we have to use teamwork and make it work. Yeah. One thing, you know, we said, you know, like can I talk about this one right now? We had to cry it out a little bit. Yeah. You know, we did have to cry it out. Yes. And I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but it was okay to cry it out. Yeah. Let those emotions, you know, get out. Yeah. You want to grieve. It's okay to grieve the loss. Yes. You know, and so like if you're in a situation right now where you've lost, if maybe it's in your marriage some type of way, you guys have lost somehow, it's okay to grieve that. That's right. But get over it real quick. Get over it, and it goes right back up to facing it. Yes. And then the second one that we were talking about was you have to pray about it. Well, Babe has that second, but there's another one. You have to pray about it. And that's constantly. I think, you know, you have to face it and just constantly just stay in constant prayer, because your emotions are going to run wild. Yeah. And you're going to be trying to get in that emotional state. Like he said, he's seen Gracie's leash by his keys every day. And that set him into, that was a trigger. Yeah. So he had to get over that trigger. And what more way than to just pray about it, like, Lord, you're going to help me get through this and make me strong enough to get through this. Yeah. And focus on the positive, because there's a lot ahead. Yeah. with her babies. Right. You know, she left us with her babies. Yes. You know, so we got to take care of those babies now. And, you know, hey, we could still have the business going. It's not the end. Right. She was just the key to get us started. Right. Even though she was gone too soon, right, we still have to keep that hope alive. That's right. One of the scriptures we have is Jeremiah 29:11, which is one of my favorites. Everybody probably knows because it's like the one that I'm always putting up here. Yeah. It's, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, and plans to give you hope in the future. So Gracie Bell may have left us too soon, but she left us with a blessing. Mm-hmm. A big blessing. It's up to us to take care of it. Yeah. And we got to know that it's the Lord's plan, man. Any living thing, we're summoned to pass away. It's during the hard times that we're trying to talk about, brothers and sisters, tonight, that when we're faced with these type of things, I remember when the doctor told me that I needed to prepare, because, you know, Tiffany one day wouldn't probably get up from the floor. Well, at that time, we were like baby Christians and stuff, and we've been using Jeremiah 29:11 for years, guys. And why? Because we have to understand, even though my plan was for Gracie to feed her dogs, raise them up to where we wean them off and get them sold, right? And then after we weaned them, we were gonna take her back to the vet so that way she can get spaded, and then she could live the rest of her life out happily. That was my plan. Right. Guess what? The Lord has the master plan. Yeah. I can get down in the dumps, guys. I can get all depressed, stressed out, and overwhelmed with anxiety and stuff, because I'm not no dog. I don't know how to do dog things, but one thing I do know as a human, I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna stand firm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be courageous.
I'm gonna know, man, that the Lord is there, man.
Exactly.
And so here goes it up to another scripture. Write these scriptures down, man.
Yes,
They're our
'cause they're
favorites.
good. These are little keys that can help you in your prayer, because these are not keys, these are promises from the Lord, and we're supposed to lean on His promises. We're supposed to remind Him of the promises, because we're seated up there with Him. Once we become His children,
yes,
we deserve everything.
That's right.
That He has for us.
Yes.
You know, no matter what the situation may be, we may even feel like God is not even with us at this moment.
Come on.
But we have to remember, like He said, we have to be strong. We have to be courageous. Do not be afraid nor terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you, and He will never leave you nor forsake you.
That's right.
And this time we were like, wow, you know, because like I said, there's other situations that's going on, but this is one topic that we're touching on because this is just what's emotional right now for us. So this is what we're doing to get through it, because another thing that we have going on is the same day that Gracie Bell had her puppies is my 2 parakeets had laid 4 eggs. And so a positive note, 1 hatched the same morning. So that was exciting. Like, wow, you know, I did not think that I would be able to help 2 parakeets get their eggs this far to hatch, you know, let alone just be fertile at that.
Right.
And then now there's 2.
Yeah.
But you know, it's kind of hard situation with the birds too right now, because we got some things going on with the birds that I won't get into. But it's like we had to focus on all the positive stuff that was around us, so that way we couldn't get into that negative state of mind to all the distractions, like he said, because it can cause a distraction. It can stir up some things, some conflict and stuff.
Right.
And we have to be level-headed and say, okay, I need to focus on the now. What's right in front of me? What's going to help me in the future? What does God want me to do at this moment?
Yeah. And so, man, being bold, being courageous, man, as the word tells us, man, and also in 1 Corinthians says, stand firm in the faith. I don't know about you guys, but that right there tells me that I better square up. I better square up and face the fact that we're going to have to raise these dogs without the mama. We're going to have to be the mama. We're going to have to feed them. We're going to have to stimulate them so they can peep and poo. You know, we're going to have to do this. And I'm going to have to do it with some boldness. I'm going to have to do it with some courageousness, confidence.
That we can actually do this.
Yes. Y'all out there, look, if anybody's having trouble in their home right now, their spouse is sick, finances are chaotic, health is chaotic, marriage is chaotic. I want to tell you right now, man, the word declares to be bold and courageous, to stand firm. As a matter of fact, I remember this 20-year-old Remy G. 20-year-old Remy G. Anybody, I draw a line, anybody step to it, we're going to step toe to toe. And we're going to go fist to fist. And I'm not trying to condone fighting, but look, that's the kind of boldness we need. We need the type of boldness that if you're a woman and you're walking your kid in a stroller down the road and 2 rock wallers approach you, what you going to do? You're going to cower down like a chihuahua and take off running? I don't think so. I don't think so. You're going to see those doggone dogs and they're going to be so fearful and their teeth are just going to be showing. They're going to be barking. And because you had your little kid there, you're going to raise up. You're going to be cold. You're going to be courageous. You're going to be bold. You're going to stand firm against those 2 rock wallers. And you're going to try to scare them off. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're going to accomplish that. But guess what? Flip the story around. You're taking an evening walk. You're by yourself. Two Rockwallers approach you, gnashing teeth, foaming at the mouth, growling and barking. What's finna happen? You finna get tore up. Because the power, the boldness, and the courageousness, the confidence is not gonna be there. You're gonna cower down. I would. Two Rockwallers? I'm scared. But put my little grandbaby up there, put my son when he was a baby up there, and two Rockwallers approach me. We're about to go. Teeth and teeth. I'm about to bite you too. For real. Whatever it is, brothers and sisters, for real. We're here to give you. I like the word keys. She declined the word keys, but I like it. Because these are keys that if you actually take those keys and put them on a key ring, and at the time you approach a door that you don't know nothing about, you got the key. You just pull it out your pocket and you put it in there. You try and you keep trying and keep trying till the one fits and unlocks. Because let me tell you, if you hold those keys, if you hold these keys, what we're talking about, you face it. You face the problem. You face that disease. You face that financial hardship. You face that getting fired from your job. Look, then you pray about it. You cry about it. These are keys. These are keys that are going to unlock your happiness, going to unlock your joy that you're supposed to have every morning that we get up to. It's refreshed every morning. You cry aloud, you pray about it. You definitely want to pray about it, brothers and sisters, because let me tell you, you cannot do it on your own will. There's an adversary out there that if you don't watch it, he's going to come and swoop you right off your feet, and you're going to say, man, what in the world? What in the world? But when you get on your knees and you pray about it, I'm telling you, when you get on your knees and you pray about stuff, the stuff that is going on right now, the word declares that it is only temporary. Your situation is only temporary. For the things that are unseen, I remember that when I was almost paralyzed with in my back, I could see myself in the unseen, even though I was on a cane, 28 years old, and it took me 30 minutes to get from here to there walking. I could literally see myself without the cane, running with my son playing football. At that time, he was playing football, and I was almost paralyzed from my back. I'm telling you, for the things that are unseen is for eternity, and we can have eternity right here, right now. And we need to understand that all we have to do is believe. All we have to do, I'm just throwing keys out there, man. I'm hoping y'all grabbing these keys and putting them on y'all's key ring, because these are the things that we're actually living out right now. Right now, I know y'all say, oh, that's just an animal, it's a four-legged animal. Bullcorn. That four-legged animal was my daughter, man, and we treated it like my daughter. We treated it like she had our other grandbabies. We got 8 of them right now, man. That's life, man. And this is life. We cannot make this up. We cannot make this up. And the last thing we want to say, man, tonight, look, turn the thermostat up to positive. Stay positive in every situation, man. I know it's hard. It's hard when you lose someone, or you lose a pet, or you lose a job, or you lose a car because you got in an accident. You saved your life savings up for that car, and you bought it, and now it's destroyed, it's totaled out. But look, somehow and another, brothers and sisters, we have to stay positive. We have to stay positive. And it gives us a bundle of joy when we look at that dogs and say, hey, this came from Gracie Bell. These pups came from Gracie Bell. They have the spirit of Gracie Bell running through this. Look, if you're going through separation right now, you got to stay positive. You got to stay positive. You have kids. You got to stay positive. What are you going to do? Now you done left. What are you gonna do? And I'm talking to the parents right now, the grandparents. Look, you see the remnants of what your grandchildren have left behind. The notes they drawn you. I love Mampy. I love Gigi. You see these all through your home and stuff like this. What are you gonna do? We're gonna stay positive. Is what we're gonna do. When we see those notes, we're gonna see the talent in what those kids have. We're gonna know that we've done our very best up until now, and we know that they love us, and they're gonna carry on. Your kids. Look, if you're a single parent right now going through a divorce or through a separation, I ask you right now to turn the thermostat up to positive. Because why? You are in a negative situation right now. So negative that it's hard to get out of the pool of water. Like you're drowning. You're drowning. You think it's gonna kill you. You're suffocating and just embarrassment and shame. I'm telling you right now, turn the thermostat up to positive. A positive mindset will release positive endorphins on the inside of your body. When that happens, a flood of joy and happiness, healing, all these things can enter your body and overwhelm you, overwhelm the situation that has been overwhelming you negatively. Come on, man. Turn the thermostat up to positive. To positive. Mm. That's all we have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we gotta cut it short because it's almost feeding time.
Yeah, it's almost feeding time. Yep. It's just about their feeding time. Hey man, we just hope tonight, man, some just lit y'all up, encourage y'all, lifted y'all in such a way that if you're going through something right now, look, just face it. If you have to cry about it, cry about it. But then pray about it. And after you pray about it and you grab your few scriptures, stay positive, man. Stay positive. I know it might be more difficult in a life of a human being that's being lost, but look, there again, their pictures and stuff are around for a reason to bring joy, peace, and happiness in your day right there and then. Take it that away, run with it, man. Just live a joyful and peaceful 24 hours that you've been given when you woke up, huh?
Yes. Amen.
In the name of Jesus. Hey, look, tune in to next week, man. We want to say this too. We started another podcast on Tuesday nights called Testimony Tuesdays.
Not we, you.
Oh, well, me and a friend, that's right. But man, there's some things going on. You want to stay tuned to that, man. Hey, get on there, YouTube, man. Pass us around, get us out there, man. We know that our testimonies are what we have carried on in our marriage will actually be able to penetrate y'all's marriage in such a way that it will pull y'all's out of y'all's hellhole. Huh?
Yes.
I know everybody going through a lot of hell. Look, we're just a couple out here trying to encourage y'all guys to thrive and not just survive, man.
Right.
Y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. We love y'all. Till next Monday.
Be blessed.